Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just got done doing a video for light workers with a new kind of a definition of a new, not new, but just an awareness of a type of light worker that I'm resonating with, that a lot of you will resonate with, that putting a kind of a title to it and painting a picture of what they've shown me about it is going to help you in moving forward and understanding why things have been a certain way for you up until this point. So if you resonate with the energy of that, go over and watch that. But right now, what I'm going to do is do a reading for the Divine Feminines. The collective right now is going through massive upheavals in the light of this Mercury retrograde. Again, I talk about that in that other video, in the light worker video too, about the energy of Mercury retrograde, and the purpose of it for us right now is a gift. It sucks, but it's a gift of introspection and looking back on our journey and our path so far, taking the notes from the lessons that it has shown us, healing the energy that was lost while you were going through those things, and clearing out your timeline, stepping onto this new timeline and calling in all the rest of the versions of you onto this same timeline. Head over there and watch that if that resonates with you. Right now, one of the biggest things that is happening with the Divine Feminines is a trust issue. There is something in your root chakra that is connected to something in the past, like I'm talking about, the Mercury retrograde has shown you and brought back into your realm, that is making you have a hard time leaning in and trusting other people, but more importantly, trusting yourself. Doubting yourself, even though you had been in such a light place in knowing who you are and really moving forward in your life. An energy of just like a brick wall has come in and hit you like, why am I starting to doubt myself now? Somebody can say one thing to you and you're just like, oh yeah, no, I'm not sure. Now I don't know. Even though the intuitive nudges that you were getting were very sure, and you spoke your truth and you took a step to lean into that, and then all of a sudden this self-doubt is happening. It's happening for a lot of people. It's in the root chakra. It is also connected to your solar plexus. It's self-worth issues that are being revisited in order for you to and they show me this. I don't know why I just did that, but it's like tying it up in a nice, pretty little bow. The healing that you have done in that area, wrapping it up and just saying, nope, I'm not going back to that place. I'm not going back to allowing myself to be in that place. I'm taking the energy from this now moment, from this evolved soul, this light, back to that moment, looking at it, shining the light on it and saying, come on, you know better. You know what that is. You know why you have that. You know why you have that self-worth issue. You've seen it. You've seen the healing that needs to happen from that. Here, take this Reiki energy and go ahead and heal that. Let's shine the light on it together and get on board. Let's go and let's keep moving forward. This girl's doing it. I can trust her, right? You are me and I am you. Can you trust me? If you can trust me with whatever message is coming for you that you resonate with, 444 right now on my clock. That is a big message for a lot of people. This is the energy of angels. I am channeling the energy and the messages from Archangel Gabriel to you. Do you trust that? Do you believe me? Because on my face right now, there is no doubt whatsoever that no matter how crazy that sounds to other people, that's exactly what I'm doing. That is your knowing. Also, I'm reflecting back to your ability to sit in that energy too. That knowing. That's self-worth. That's our reality. That's my reality. That's your reality. And that is the reality of the collective that we are a part of. You have the support of all of these other people's knowing to kick you out of that self-doubt, cut the cord and detach from whatever it was that drew you back into the energy of that again and get you moving back forward again. You can trust me. You can trust the angels that have been put in your path to show you yourself. No matter how crazy that sounds, no matter how much it just doesn't make sense, though. It's not all put together. You may have only received a small piece of that puzzle. Don't attach to it. Whatever information you receive that has caused you to doubt yourself, whatever it was that was there, but then you couldn't put it together with other things, don't attach to that. Just, okay, I see you. I saw it. I received that message, that intuitive message. I resonated with that. I'm not going to sit in anticipation of the rest of it rolling in. I'm just going to sit back and be in alignment with whatever else comes. Because that's where the answers are. That's when it comes to light. That's when the rest of the pieces come in, when you are open to them. But it may be that there are layers that need to be peeled away first before you're able to receive the rest of that message. But they're planting seeds for you. Just sit in that knowing. Just, that's all you need to know. You know as much as you know right now that you need to know. Trust. It's connected to, self-worth is connected to money. We're talking about the door to value, monetary value. How do you define someone's worth? Bosses do that, but a lot of times they are not, when they hire someone, they're not hiring them always according to the way that they value, the way that the employee values themselves. They value them according to what they are willing to spend and give to receive some sort of work back from it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense or not, but what I'm trying to say is that you put your own value on what you are worth, and you do that by seeing yourself. All you have to do is see yourself, see your light, understand that you are light, that you are an intuitive being, that you know, that you resonate, that you have support around you, that you can trust the universe even when you don't see how everything fits together. What does that mean when it comes to money? It means knowing that you have a rent payment coming up here at the beginning of the month. You don't have enough money for the rent right now. Normally, you would go into a spiral of fear and anxiety and need to know and to nail down where that money is coming from. Some of you are just like, well, yeah, of course. That's how it is. We need to know if we can pay that bill or not. What the energy that they want you to draw on right now is the knowing of it will be provided to you when you don't attach to the need to know about it. Leaning into the power of yourself, knowing and trusting that you are just going to lean into the flow of that money. And that's all I need to know. Do that with just one little thing. Test yourself. Do that with one little thing. So let's not say that it's rent. Let's say that it is something that you want. Something that you want. I want to go and get my hair done. I need to get my hair cut and get my highlights done, for God's sakes. Because I like that, because it's been over a year since I had that done. And I like that kind of refreshing, renewed, new kind of appearance. And I have split ends and I need to get them cut. And I always hold back because it's expensive. It's expensive to do that. And I say expensive as if it's something I can't afford. So now I have just put the intention and the energy into that service of it being out of my realm. It's out of my reach because I can't afford it. It is a luxury. And so there are other important things that I need to pay for. What I need to do is what I just did and say, I want to get my hair done. I want to be in alignment with someone who is able to do an energy exchange with me and will cut my hair or will highlight my hair in exchange for the work that I do. There's that possibility out there. I am just setting the intention that that's what I want for myself. It's not a luxury. It's something that I am entitled to because it is something that I want. And I am just going to lean into however that money comes in for me. If in the next couple of days, and then I just sit back and trust. I just trust that when that is meant to happen, it's just going to happen. However much that is that I think that service is, let's say it's $150. I then am just in a space of knowing that at some point, $150 is just going to come together for me. And I'm going to want to put that towards my kids or the groceries or whatever it is. We all have a priority list of things that we should put money towards, but that's the weight that we put on other things outside of ourselves, before ourselves. I am choosing myself first this time because it's something that I want, and I deserve to put myself first. It's self-care, and it's not a luxury. It's something that I just choose for myself. So that money is just going to come in however it comes in. Maybe I get a booking tomorrow. If something comes in almost immediately after I post this, I just know that, okay, that's supposed to go towards that. I have opened my awareness to the messages coming in for where that money is. And that is because I have sunk down, anchored down into my own worth, knowing that I'm worth it. I am worth whatever it is that I want to manifest for myself. If it takes a week for that to happen, it takes a week for that to happen. If it takes 2 weeks for that to happen, it does. That's just me trusting that the universe is going to make it happen when it's appropriate for me. I trust. And I know that my schedule is not going to be open to be able to go and do it and have the appointment for it before then anyway. So it just will all be lined up when I take an active role in telling the universe what I want, what it is that I'm creating, the reality that I'm creating, because I know that I'm able to do that. I can see my own light. I can see my light. And it's been a really long road. It's been a hard road to get to that point, to say that out loud, to really feel that. But I can feel the energy of my light affecting other people. I see it reflected in you guys. And you have worked so hard to be it that you have reflected it back to me enough that I feel it so much. And so it is now my job to relay that message back to you. Trust me. Trust yourself. You are a powerful divine being and you can manifest anything that you want. The alchemy that you, the magic that you possess is so much bigger than you even know. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't put yourself in the box that has any restrictions on anything that you want. Luxury is just a word that somebody had put weight on because they were in a place of lack. That's the energy of these two cards. The door to value is your solar plexus connected to your root chakra. It is stopping you from being all that you can be. But leaning into this more is going to help for this to appear coming into the energy of spring. That's what they're telling me. It's happening for you. Just know that, just trust that, and just experiment with it if you want to. Experiment with it. I would like for this to happen. And then release any attachment to it. It's something that is not like a car payment or something like that. Like if, we feel the weight of that, we feel the pressure of that. And so I can't experiment with that because if it doesn't happen, then I'm screwed and I didn't have my car payment or whatever. Experiment with something that you feel like is outside of a list of priorities. And it's something that you choose for yourself that you feel you are worthy of. I want to go get my nails done. I want to get a massage. I want to, whatever it is, something that you want, put the intention out there, say it out loud, lean back and just allow it to happen. Don't attach to when it happens. And if it doesn't happen by this time, then that experiment has failed. Release all attachment to it. And then allow yourself to be surprised. Allow yourself to be aware, too, that when it happens, that is in direct connection with something that you did. And then look in the mirror and just say, I manifested that. I'm magic. And I can do that with any area of my life. And then do it with something bigger. Do it with something bigger. It's not bigger, just how much more light can you shine on it? How much more can you lean into your own worth? It doesn't have to just be money. It doesn't have to just be things. It doesn't have to just be services or whatever it is. Once you start doing that, you start manifesting people into your life. You start manifesting whoever it is that is going to reflect back to you that growth in your self-worth. They then are going to come into your realm and show you the result of that experiment and that growth in your light body. You are expanding right now. You're expanding big time. You are receiving upgrades to your light body. At the end of this video, I'm going to do a healing. I'm just going to send some healing, some Reiki energy for your root chakra and your solar plexus. If you resonate with that, just stay tuned for the end of the video. I didn't plan on doing that, but they're telling me that that's what I need to do in order to facilitate this step for you. So this lack of trust that the Divine Feminine is having right now is stopping them from moving forward. We have been in the process of manifesting many things up until now. But there's a wall sitting there that is stopping us from truly stepping into the actual manifestation of it, the moment of action. And that's a fear wall. It's a fear wall of really being the light. We can see our light, but are we able to maintain that? We have had to dim ourselves for other people around us for so long that it's so hard. It's been really hard to balance that because we thought that it was our responsibility to balance that. As empaths, we thought we had to balance that. We do not. We balance our own energy. We protect ourselves from other people's, and we manage our own in a way that shields us and grounds us. And in essence, what you're doing is balancing yourself from being around other people's energies. You absorb the light energy, you deflect the negative energy. And whatever it is that they are willing to accept will be accepted for them. And whatever changes need to be made will be made in them. That is their energy. That's their choice. That's their right. That's their field. There's nothing that you can do about that. You cannot control that. You can balance your own. And if it ends up being that this person is just so hard to be around, that's part of balancing your energy, is manifesting the ability to not be around that person as much. The knowing that when you decide that, when you manifest that, when you set that intention, that is going to happen. So either you sit in the knowing of that, your light body grows and you shine the light on that person just by being there, and they start making subtle changes in their own life, and then it's easier for you to be around them. Or it's manifest that you actually don't have to be around them anymore for some reason. Maybe they got transferred at work. Maybe they got a promotion or something. Let's say they got a promotion. They're not in your field anymore, but they are and they're moving away from your area, but they are also getting a promotion that's going to make them feel good about themselves so that their energy is adjusted and more balanced, and they won't be affecting people as much in that same way. All of those things can start by you setting the ball rolling with intention setting and manifesting and trusting. Trust. You are having issues with trusting your divine masculine. You're having issues with trusting the universe and trusting yourself. Sometimes the way that you see that is them not trusting you. You see the reflection of you not trusting yourself, you doubting yourself, but you don't realize that it's coming from you, and so you see it in them or in your mother who questions you or whoever it is that's reflecting that back to you. If someone in your realm right now is having a hard time trusting you and it's making you defensive, or they are defensive against you, it's just a reflection of you doubting yourself. Just knowing that. All you have to do is step back into your light again. You have leaned a little bit too far away from your own light. Step back into it again. You need help with that? I'm gonna reflect that back to you right now. You know who you are. You know who you are. Anything that you see in me is a reflection of your ability to see that in yourself. It's there. It's there. All right. I'm just going to send some Reiki for your root chakra, your solar plexus, to anchor this stuff in, to anchor the knowing that you are a divine being. Trust yourself. Trust that. Trust that one statement. I am the light. I'm invoking the energy of Archangel Michael as well to make you feel the stability and safety in that knowing and be able to maintain it. The veil of fear is very thin. It's an illusion that it's stopping you. I'm using the holy fire to burn through that veil of fear. I hear fear of yourself, fear of what you can really do, fear of your light. A lot of times it's easier to play it small. That's an illusion. Gabriel is telling me that you need to sing. That may be a message specifically for someone. Or it could be that it's time to speak your truth. Know that it's going to be okay. That you're being guided in the right way. Even if it means that you are on your own for a time. the space created in that time is necessary. It's hermit energy to go deep within. And integrate new light codes for expansion. It's necessary. You're doing the right thing. The change that you're wanting to make with your employment, with your job, Archangel Uriel is assuring you that that's a move that's been guided for you. Trust. And step forward. Make the move. I hear this week. Some of you are wondering if the person that you just recently met, someone that just came into your realm, is someone that you're meant to be with. You have questions about if you should give them a chance or if you should pursue the connection between you. And they're telling me the only reason that this person came into your field was because you put out an energy of need. It's a need to feel stable. It's a need to feel wanted. And it's important to see that they're just a mirror for that need. It's time for you to be in hermit mode. It's time for you to use yourself as that mirror. I hear the word time. There are some of you that are overwhelmed with responsibility and not enough time for self-care. I'm being guided to tell you that there are options and solutions in front of you that you're aware of, that you need to take advantage of. It's time. And it's okay. It's set up that way. It's not a failure on your part. The feeling of that failure is an illusion of fear. It, whatever that decision is, actually frees you. It frees you to be better at whatever it is that you're doing, being a mother. cutting back your hours at work, taking on less responsibility is actually going to result in more financial abundant flow. Some of you are taking a trip, considering a trip to your hometown, a place where you grow up. You're wondering if you're meant to be back there, if you're meant to move back there, but you're meant to go and seal the portal of that version of yourself. Go back, walk through, be the light, set the intention to heal that timeline and close the portal to it. There are a lot of you that want to know about your divine masculine. And I want to reassure you that this message applies to your divine masculine. He's healing this wound in his feminine energy right now. If you go back and watch this video from the point of view that the message is for him, that's where he is right now. Mother Gaia is here. Anchor down into her. Anchor down into her belly, she says. She's here to recharge you, to ground you, to bring you back into this now, this moment. This moment with me. You know who you are. $33.33 on my recording. If you made it this far in the video, leave a comment below with the praying hands emoji. And I am starting to pick and choose just a couple of people to pull some cards for and put the reading for them right there on your comment as a thank you for hanging in there with me, for being committed to seeking your own healing, and for putting in the work. If you're interested in a private reading and looking into the guidance for you personally on your journey, the information for that is in the box below. I'm also going to put a link for a meditation for invoking the energy of Archangel Michael from my Divine Masculines page that he created. I'm going to put a link to that in the box below so that I'm being guided to let you know that that's an important way for you to, a really effective way for you to be the energy of support and stability and safety and protection for yourself. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon.